Let's continue with the Pete Alonso conversation now. And Jim, he's going to be on site tomorrow, a short trip from his home in Tampa, Florida. Who is the biggest competition for his services for the Mets right now?
You know, there's a classic Scott Boras moment here where he wants to bring his client and get him attention here in Orlando. It's easy, like you said, an easy drive. There's a couple teams that I think are interested that have been, I think, in there from the very beginning. Right, Baltimore is one for sure, and they really need starting pitching, but they also have a lot of young talent that really underachieved last year, and they're looking for another experienced bat. They just traded for Taylor Ward. They're looking for an experienced bat and power bat in particular at first base. So Alonso is absolutely in play there for the Orioles. The other one is the Red Sox, and the Red Sox got Sonny Gray as a starter. They have been very clear they're looking for a right-handed bat. Again, power there in that ballpark fits. They need a little more experience as well, and I think they're prepared to move on from Bregman if it doesn't work financially, and so Pete is in play there in Boston as well. Those are the two that I've heard the most here so far this winter.
Todd, last year patience was a virtue from the Mets side when it came to signing Pete Alonso. Is it the same scenario this year? Do you feel like they can be as patient as they were last time?
Yeah, I do. I think that they can be patient. I don't know that Mets fans want them to be patient, and I think there's people that think, hey, go after him and charge right now, but that's what Scott Boras wants. That's what Pete wants because he wants to see where the market develops. And the reality is, and you heard David talk about it or allude to it, that Pete could be of value to this team in more than one way, which then opens the door for, hey, I could sign a Cody Bellinger, I could sign a Kyle Schwarber that would be a different role, and Pete could maybe be a DH or play part-time defense. So I don't think they're mutually exclusive, and I do think that because of that, they can afford to be patient. And at the end of the day, if they're patient and and somehow lose out on the sweepstakes because he decides he wants to go somewhere else, they're confident in what they have down below. That may be not what Mets fans want to hear right now, but they're confident in what they have down below and building from within this organization.
Somewhat similar to the Devin Williams decision when it comes to Edwin Diaz. Andy, you heard Todd mention Cody Bellinger. How is his market developing right now, and how does it impact the Mets?
Yeah, well, so a little bit of Yankee reporting that in this case directly impacts the Mets is that coming out at the end of the season, the postseason, it was like Bellinger and the Yankees. It was just so perfect that they had to reunite. And Cody loved it there. The Yankees loved having him, so I was like, this is going to happen. And while I still believe the Yankees are the front runner for Bellinger, where they're at this offseason, I can tell you, they're not going to chase. If the market for Bellinger goes at 6-7 years or whatever the Yankees consider unreasonable, they're just not doing bidding wars this year, I don't think. So obviously how that impacts the team whose hot stove show we are having right now is that it seems like Bellinger is more available on the open market to the highest bidder, which may not be the Yankees after all, and obviously is a guy that can prevent a lot of runs in the outfield and at first base. Just such a perfect fit for the Mets.
Yeah, very intriguing name for the New York Mets for sure.